Oh, I had no idea. So
we actually haven't. We tell the teams that come here, you know, and I think it's fair that you guys are here, that you should know that they're there. They're investigating this place, so much knowledge as you have, or investigation you're going to have, you know. So if you're going outside thinking that what you touch out there maybe it has some connection with what we found. We've captured out by the pond, full body apparition of a woman dancing around the pond and with children outside. So the family that moved here in the 1970s, their daughter actually, she was the one that was most affected at this house as well. Her name's Laura.
Did she get in the house?
No, she committed after they left.
Okay, yeah.
But she's come back as a child, and her room is, as we go in the house, I'll show you where her room is, but we've captured a full body apparition of her. I showed the pictures of her mother, and her mother's confirmed that that's my daughter, Laura.
Maybe, could we move this aside?
Yeah.
Because this wind is going to kill me.
Let's go.
I had no idea that it was.
Dude, this is everything in here is almost reminding me of like the Conjuring house. It's like sometimes I feel like it was the outside that was more, the land was more haunted than the inside.
Yeah.
Housing everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
All right, so we're now in the house.
I'm trying every angle that this Magic John is going to work at, and it keeps giving me the green light, yellow light, red light. Now we're back on green light.
So come back here. We've captured EVPs of him. He is a big jokester. He likes to joke. He loves the Beatles. And I asked Clara why he would come back here, and he said probably to see Laura. So when Michael was actually living here as a child, he had recollections of if there's shells in there, things falling, flying off the shelf, and doors open, so he had a lot happening. We also saw shadow figure outside in the woods. Before the Ouija board actually was living in. They were trying to use the Ouija board to figure out what was going on, what was all the stuff that's happening. So he was actually kind of like more skeptic of the whole family, but he had stuff happen that he couldn't explain. Now that he's passed, his dad, his Clara, his mother, he thinks that the house is in that condition. You know, we think that it was from a previous accident that he had, that was a blood clot in his leg. And the accident that we're talking about happened right actually outside here, right on the main road. He was driving down the road, got into an accident, and fell into a ditch. The car steered itself in the ditch. What happened to him when he was pulling into the driveway? He was with his buddy, and they felt like something was in the car with them. And they actually saw the seat cushion of the car like levitate, like something was sitting there in the car with them. So we actually have a lot of accounts of people. That's why I put up that like little barricade there at the front of the driveway, because even since I've owned it, I've had people go into that ditch. So I'm like, why would you go into the ditch?
Yeah.
You know, I was doing a tour here at midnight. I'm getting ready. I want to go home. You know, I'm like, boom, in the ditch. I'm like, I got to stay here for another hour and a half.
Not good with knives.
I don't know what it is. It's like some type of electro pull. I mean, we did start looking at like different electromagnetic fields. There are.
I'm not a fan of fat
that may have something to do with
on
there's an underground
meat, so
that actually feeds
chicken Alfredo.
the hill.
So we'll just cut it all off. Chop, chop. Right.
It's pretty crazy. If you guys look over here in this cabinet, some things that you'll be able to utilize tonight if you want. This is actually the priest that performed the exorcism here in the 1970s. He's dead. His name's Father Alphonsus, and he performed the exorcism. This is actually his traveling mass kit. So this may have actually been in the house before. He'd come here and performed a mass for the family, and then he actually came and did the structural exorcism. So if you want to utilize any of that stuff as a trigger object tonight, feel free to do so.
Hey, Liz. We're watching Paranormal Files while we're making chicken Alfredo. Today. Goes to the side. My man sharpens the knife so you can tell they're really sharp. Watch this, it's like butter. I gotta be careful so I don't lose a finger. I'm really good at that. Cutting myself with sharp knives. Yeah. I'm really good at that. Cutting myself with sharp knives. Yeah.
to the land, try to open up that line of communication with the spirits that are outside, the native spirits, and know that we came in peace. And it's become a spectacle, so it's nothing negative up there. All the things that are on the tree and on the
That little
property
bone off.
donations from paranormal investigators and people that have come here as a donation to the native spirits on the land. If you're looking to maybe connect with that, that might be something good to do. Maybe do like a tobacco or something like that. It usually helps with the line of communication when you're dealing with the spirits that are outside of the house.
Has anyone ever talked about like maybe like shapeshifters or skinwalkers here just because of the native?
I was definitely going to get to the because we have documented. We actually have documented pictures of the only thing that's been explained to me is a puck legend.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Dude, I've even witnessed one, seen it twice. Like actually witnessed it. And one time I was able to capture a pucklogy, but I don't think it was it and it was floating. I got it. It was the one time only. Never actually like seen a skinwalker or anything, but maybe I heard one.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really cool. I've never actually seen one with my own eyes. Just a picture.
It don't matter because we rinse it off anyway, right?
Jeff Fent, out of
Right.
Ohio, was here and he was in the forest. So he started experimenting with
Chicken
different
Alfredo.
lightning doing this red light, and took a picture and blew him up in the tree, captured the long fingers around the tree.
Take it all off.
It was like a monkey
It's not a
face,
beautiful sight,
and, the shaman
but you know,
Need that.
the shaman
happens.
Chris Sutton from
Nothing's pretty.
described what it was.
It's all in the imagination. Right?
So when you go up in the forest, if you feel like something's like following you or keeping an eye on you, a lot of people do. It could be a puck wedgie. So be careful with that.
And what is a puck wedgie?
It's basically a Native American elemental or a Native American cryptid that protects Native American.
This isn't for the vegans, I guess.
Have you know that on the
Right.
neighboring property, which is original to this property, there are Native American burial grounds there. There are 4 documented mounds that they have on that property. She doesn't want us going over there. Once you get past the tree up there, that's her property. So, but there are definitely Native American burial grounds there as well. The other thing is there's an elemental aspect to this house as well. We've had teams coming here specializing in elementals. She captured this picture, and it looked kind of like you were at a concert. Back in the day, people used to light, cigarette lighters, and it looked like the whole hill was like lit up with like little lights and different colored lights. It was really cool, like blue, purple, red, and no explanation to what it is except they believe it's elemental. Like
Tap already.
Yeah.
Right above, like right here.
That's the crawl space.
Oh.
Oh,
That's the
shit.
crawl space. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty heavy. Back to the Misnick family who I connected with. They were here till 1986.
Check that green light. Make sure it's still there.
Out of this place because it was being torn down. I was standing here in the kitchen, and all I really knew about was the failed exorcism. At that point, I started researching more about the families that have lived here, and I had known that they had passed away. So I just had a K2 meter in my hand, and I said, "Flo, are you here?" Now it was just me, my camera person, and one other person. And I got like goosebumps up my arm, hair sticking straight up. The K2 meter went all the way up to 500 milligauss. And I continued to have what I felt like was a conversation with her. I connected with her. I said, "Flo, will you hold my hand as we go up the stairs?" And the K2 meter stayed lit in my hand all the way up the stairs into the master bedroom. There was no electricity. There was no reason for the K2 meter to be going off. When I crossed over into the room that has all the flies and stuff, I lost her. The next morning, I posted a picture of the house on my Facebook page, and I got a message from Jackie Chandra. I go, "She goes, you were at my grandparents' home." Like the synchronicity is just sunk in.
Synchronicity. I don't look too pretty. Gonna cut it off for me. You know what I'm thirsty for? Guess what kind of thirstiness I have?
I need to save this place,
Take a wild guessy guess.
Before, posted a picture, and then out of the blue, she just saw the picture and connected with me. It was like
It's a type of
and I think a lot
sweet.
Of it's meant to be, I think the right
Sweet.
person
It's
can
my
take
favorite.
this place and try to save it and try to unlock the history and understanding of what's going on here.
I think I may want to have it. Here's that. So, we're gonna do this. know about you all, but I do that.
Went outside and went inside. Also, the psychic medium, his name was Alex Tannis. This is where they performed the structural exorcism of the house, right there.
Do that too.
I think it's
This.
very active everywhere, but I've had a lot of things.
Always wash your hands after you handle poultry.
EVPs and shadow people. I was sleeping here on the couch one time, and my friend Haley was right here. It was just the two of us here because she's never experienced it.
I need a clean towel.
So we were crashing.
A paper towel every time, a fresh one, you know. Yes, yes, yes. Why not, you know?
And there's black shadow just blocks the night light. And just kept going back and forth right here.
Okay.
She turned over and she's like, oh my God, you see that? She saw what I was seeing.
I actually like to cook it in this. Always rinse my pans. It's just water. Let's put that up just a little bit. It's just water. We're gonna put it on the big pan. There. See that? Oh, let's see how we can. I need to move my Magic John over here just a little bit. Now, I'm not a pro, but I can cook. But I like to use the big pan. My man bought me these. He's nice to me. Yep. He's my nice guy. My favorite. Yep.
So is that actually documented evidence? Like is that? So who has the film?
Like my cup? This is in my showcase. It's an owl. I am Alfredo the owl, but I like this owl. My man bought this for me for my birthday. My birthday's not till the 29th of this month, but he got it for me. And I opened it early, even though I said I wasn't going to. But it's you know, a warm and cold. Actually, this is my lid here. The lid that comes to it does this. See? It's got the little hole in it right there. See? But it's an owl. Hoot! And then he has a wolf. The raven. Yeah. I have both of these in my showcase. I'll link one of them or both of them in these videos. When I do the still shot videos, where you just find them in my showcase. But I actually need something to drink really quick.
You didn't know any of the history? It'd be a vibe, just relax.
Having a sugar rush.
But now I got all that history in my head. Now I'm just like, dude, that.
This is the master bedroom. This is the only bedroom in the house with a closet. There's a
Oh yeah.
story about a young boy hanging himself in this closet. I don't have any proof of that, but we'll get a lot of activity in the closet. That's actually what
Put that on high.
inside that closet. A lot of you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Little dabble, do ya? And then I don't really get the expensive stuff because we're budgeting. So I just get the signature Alfredo, you know. Yeah. It could say Kroger. It could say Best Foods. It could say, hey, I'm expensive. But I think this tastes pretty good. And you just put your own seasoning in it. But this doesn't go in until after it's cooked. We all know that. Yeah, simple little meal we have here. Why not? Keep it simple. Keep life simple and you're just happier. I am anyway. And this would be one of my favorite things to use. You can tell I've used it quite a bit. Let's see. Should we do... How about this stuff? Let's get creative, right? Put some character to it. Just make a little mess. Give it some character.
More like, I don't know, it just feels different. And it's this door in the 1970s actually boarded it up and didn't even go in this room because it felt like that.
It's just two of us eating, so I just make stuff for two.
I think there's a lot more to it. I think the land is
Put that on there and let that drip there. I actually do have one of those spoon holder things, but I don't need to use it. Let's do this first before I go putting everything away. Just toss this all in the garbage. In the garbage, one up, dear.
Teams, investigators like you, what your perspective is on this location, maybe try something different, maybe try to get some evidence of something happening that will help us figure out or my goal for having you guys.
Hide that blade.
One of the things students love about culinary school online with Associated is the toolkit. Our students can receive a starter kit of professional tools, including knives, a chef coat. Students can receive a starter kit of professional tools, including knives, a chef coat, and other things to help them complete their assignment. When it comes to making culinary school,
Don't trust that after I put chicken. It's on the handle.
It's
too bad you can't smell it through the phone. It actually smells pretty good. And this, I mean, it's still untouched. So, yeah.
It was 4 feet into the floorboards of this house. We had to actually cut out the floorboards and take these out. They still try to come back, but it was still here. And I feel like this room, like I feel like insects are attracted to energy. And to have such a huge beehive in the room, and it was outside of the house. It was pretty crazy. That was the first thing that they experienced here with bees, and that they were still here 20 years later. When I told Clara about the bees, she's like, "Yeah, they'll never go away."
So while that steams up,
And then they started having,
I'm going to put this over yonder.
bricks were thrown.
Get it out of the way.
I just know what I don't know the time frame of when things happened, but it was a 4-year period of
Put these over here.
outside of the house. They were going outside of the house to see what was
This
there.
burner burned off.
Outside of the house, looking at them, put it inside of the house. And people
I like to burn the burners off first before I put any pans on it, just in case something splashed on them. But for the most part, we keep it all clean. But you never know. This.
There have been accounts of spirits that they found in the driveway, on the front of the house, on the porch, in the
Nom. So it's so easy to do chicken Alfredo because all you do is chop up the chicken, and then you put the mushrooms in, you know, get them all warm and cozy, tasty, spicy, and then add this in, and then the noodles, and then the other seasonings, and just like that, voila, you got chicken Alfredo. It's pretty easy. I don't know how to make homemade Alfredo, but I'm sure I could figure it out. If I did, it would be scrumptious. I know it would. I like doing fresh mushrooms, but we used all our fresh mushrooms in our skillet the other day. Yeah, I made a skillet, breakfast brunch skillet the other day. And we had fresh mushrooms, you know, the kind you eat, you know, the healthy kind you get from the grocery store. And I cooked up some hash browns and then added those mushrooms to it and some sausage and some egg. Some like fried egg, like steamed egg and not fried egg, but still with the yolk in it. Yeah. So this is good enough. Let me put that in there. See? And then that'll all just flavor together. Everyone's got a cooking show today. These days, you like my hat? I've had this for a while. It was actually my son's. And he's like, "Oh, I see that you like my hat, Mom." I'm like, "I love it." They all steam together. Not really much to do when it comes to that. You know, drain the juice. Yep. Then the sauce I just put in the big pan. Add some salt so the noodles don't stick to each other. I heard that that's a secret. We're just in a studio right now, but as soon as we get out to our bigger place, I'll get a wider range of the kitchen. I mean, we have a cute little studio, but, you know, it's not that big of a kitchen, but it's big enough for us, you know. So, I take about that many noodles, and I break them in half. It's kind of like breaking bread. Do that. I like to break the noodles. Maybe a little more. How about a couple more for luck? Ding, ding. Yeah. A couple more for luck. And I like to keep them in here because I don't have room to put them in like a container. So I just keep them in here and then they stay fresh. And then I can just put them on top of the refrigerator or inside the cupboard. Can you see the pan over here? Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, in the back, they're actually documented with
So that's warming up.
Did you say you wanted to do a jam session with us?
Yeah, probably.
You wanted to sunsets.
Yeah, you're leaving, right? Yeah, I have to leave. I have one trip ahead of me, so I'm gonna leave you guys to it, and I'll get my geo box and we can do a quick session in the living room and see what happens.
Just simple recipe. Chopped chicken breast.
A little more extreme than episodes that we've done and produced in the past.
Seasoning of your choice.
Not only because of what we're
Some
doing,
mushrooms if you like mushrooms. Some people are allergic to mushrooms, so they can't eat the mushrooms.
Alleged serial killers that once lived there.
Oh, my nails, they broke. They were so long, all by themselves. They were all by themselves, real and long. And then they broke, and so I says, well, I'm going to start all over, so I just clipped them all down to the same size. So I'm going to let them grow out again. All over, so I just clipped them all down to the same size. So I'm going to let them grow out again.
I wanted to investigate the Hinsdale house for years.
So, yeah.
have the opportunity
And
it's amazing, but to also hear all of my friends, people across the community telling me that this
I thought, well, you know, I'm gonna do a live today. I'm doing one every day. I'm trying to keep up with the TikTok, keeping up with TikTok. You know what I mean? And with the streaming, because I'm trying to go for being a streamer, and I am a streamer, but I just really got to find more time to stream. But you know, about an hour or so a day or more, or maybe 30 minutes, or maybe even 15 minutes, but no less than 30 minutes is what I try to do. Yeah, just so that TikTok can say, "Oh, she's trying. She's a good asset for our company."
That just felt like it was kind of. It wasn't something that was following you around. It was something that was like enveloping the whole place, just like a deep, intense feeling. In the place. Nobody really
Every day I wear short shorts, never wore short shorts.
honestly. And I don't know,
Simple.
It's one of those places that
Simple.
you know from the moment that you step foot in the place that
So these are daily heart me's,
crazy stuff.
right?
I mean, the place.
And then this is my goal I'm going for today.
It wasn't
Just because everybody's got a goal, that's my goal today. See if I can make that goal. And then these, of course, you tap the screen
So to start out our investigation,
like this. Tap, tap, tap. You know, like that cat that's like, hey, where's that noise coming from when their parents talking to them in the wall? And they're like, hey, what's that? And they're all tap, tap, tapping on the screen.
speak most of the time, but we felt like
And that's how these little things go up.
coming here, it's his house, and he knows everybody here the best. That we let him do the introductions.
I agree. Also, could you explain everyone what a geobox is?
Yeah, so this is a geobox made by George Brown. It's a type of spirit box that uses, this one actually has a foil on the inside, a vibrational field, if you will. It uses AM radio frequencies, and there's a noise condenser in there that actually condenses that static that you hear on a normal spirit box. So actually you're going to hear just the words coming out. And I love this box. This one actually, I've had it for 7 years now.
I would show you what I'm watching on TV, but we're not allowed to show an actual streaming program that's on TV, you know, but it's Paranormal Files. We watch that
Just now.
all the time because we're paranormal investigators ourselves. I actually have a kit. I just haven't pulled it out since I've been here in San Francisco. And I have a Ouija board, and we have runes, we have tarot cards, we have oracle cards, we have
I just wanted to stop in here tonight. I got some
crystal
friends that are going to
ball.
be filming in here and documenting some of the things that happen in this location. You don't have to.
But yeah, Paranormal Files with Colin and Connor and Courtney and Papa and Mama Spooks. Yeah, they all just hang out. It's a big happy family. Paranormal investigating, and that's what we like to watch on our YouTube.
I know everyone heard that.
Are you coming down the stairs? Do you want to come and speak with us?
So that's what you're hearing in the background.
Hey, how's it going? Who am I speaking with? Is this Mike? That's me. So Mike's the brother of Danny family. Hi, Mike. Are you? Is Laura with you?
This one is called Demon Caught. I think it's the Hinsdale home. Hold on.
Did you?
Demon Caught on Camera.
This Friday. Are you ready?
Of course, now it's got to go to commercial, right? Let me put it on mute while it does that. I can skip it. Okay. So this one is called Demon Caught on Camera. The Hinsdale House. Paranormal Files.
Basement.
And so what they're doing right now is they're talking to them through like a EVP and like a Ouija board and some other stuff. They're talking to a spirit right now.
And that's what we did. A lot of people say that the land is cursed. They call it the enchanted mountains. But there was a story, and I was telling you earlier, there's a story of a medicine woman that actually came back from her tribe and she became a witch and they burned her at the stake.
Yeah, here, good to go. Is there still something dark here?
Probably.
I'm interested in finding out what this dark thing is, because I don't really believe in demons. So I want to know, what is it? What is here?
We're gonna put this in now so we can just get warm because that's gonna be done and then it's all gonna be done. That's how fast and easy it is to make.
Does that mean you don't like people?
And these jars for glass, I save them so that I can make spells with them. I'll show you, watch.
Get a square word to come out of a box like this, and it's pretty compelling.
Are you angry that we're here right now? Asking questions?
I thought I heard 10.
So this is a spell that me and my man did over New Year's, and it's got all of our family members in it, from our parents to our grandparents to our offspring and our siblings, the ones that we wanted to include. And it's got eggshells, garlic, pills, onion pills. It's got our hair in it. It's got our breath in it. It's got our words in it. It's got our tone in it. It's got almost everything in this. And it's just one of these. And I just keep them for spell jars because I am a witch. Me and my witchy little, crafty little ways. And just a little bit of water. Not too much, it'll make it runny.
Are you doing exorcism here? Are you gonna be okay with that?
Like I said, it's a joke. Can one of you tell me how many bodies
A little
are buried
bit.
on the property here? How many do we have yet to find?
So I can get it off the edges, you know how we do that.
20.
Doesn't always work, especially if you're not trying to get it,
Were the
turn that down
original
now.
owners
Runny.
of the house involved in any way in any sort of murders? I would love to know where the bodies came from.
And then I rinse it out and wash it out, and then I make spell jars out of them. I have like several of them underneath in my cabinet that I keep. And then that'll just peel right off.
Is there something you want from us that we can give you tonight?
And then rubbing alcohol, we'll take that off.
Did you hear that?
I thought I heard blood.
Black glue.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Spell jar.
Can you come sit down next to me? I bet you're in the room when you're scared of getting close to us.
Just leave that up to soak.
My name's Josh. My name's Brad. It is actually a ghost.
Simple.
Yeah, when you said come next to me and sit down, I seen that. Look at it, it's still moving. That is crazy.
Moving the goat.
Then we'll leave that off, and then as soon as these noodles are done, we're going to drain them, and then we're going to rinse them, and then we're going to put them in with that sauce and all that stuff, mix it up, and then just serve it out of that. Instead of putting just the noodle down and then putting the dressed sauce on top of it, I just put it all into one.
Paintings hanging around my grandma's house, and he has a painting that looks exactly like it.
It was a lot easier, you know, raising kids.
get a picture of it because I'm
raising and having a family, because then you can just mix it all up and everybody gets the same amount. You got more sauce than I did. No, you didn't, because it's all mixed up into the same pot.
Oh yeah, I did. Why are you saying fuck you to us?
Pretty quiet, so I guess what I'll do is I'll end this spirit box session, guys, and let you add it to the next. I think you're out of here already. You might have your work cut out for you.
Wash my hands fetish.
It was going nuts.
Why do you say you have a work cut out for it?
I think that when I feel like the energy is weird in this room right now, and I feel like because the spirit box was shooting out a lot of swear words, usually that entails something of negative nature. So I would just say be on your toes and look out for each other tonight. Work as a team. Don't go alone anywhere outside. Hopefully you'll get some good stuff, positive stuff, but maybe you'll document something different too.
Fan on.
I have a weird vibe.
I know. Well, the swearing is like weird, so.
I feel like when you said though that it feels almost oppressive upstairs, I can feel that.
Oh, remember, there was already tapping and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's already.
So I have already put some
So,
videos on my wall from my other lives.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we're going to go out and about. Probably go to some couple of stores, find a Walmart. Our microwave broke. Well, stop quitting, it didn't break. So we're probably going to just go get another one from Walmart. I mean, they're good for like heating up leftovers and stuff like that. I was like, we don't really need a microwave. They're not really healthy for us anyways. But he's like,
It's about time to start the
I
investigation.
think tomorrow we should
It's
go
cold
get
out here.
another microwave.
This
And I was
property
like,
has
okay.
a vibe that you can't even describe. It's really, really strange. You can feel it in there. It's thick. The property owner, Dan, he's been telling us all day that he feels oppressed in there, specifically today. He was feeling it in the upstairs. I'm excited to dig into this, but I'm really genuinely afraid of what might happen. Based on what we're going to do tonight, we have some experiments set up, but dude,
We got the fan on. It's kind of warm.
It's very cold.
I said it's really warm, and then on TV he's like, it's really
But
cold.
I will say, this place has a very, very intense energy about it. Since the time we showed up here, feels like all the hairs on my neck have been just like on edge. This place has a huge history, guys. I think tonight we're gonna run into some stuff that might be really scary. There's some really creepy
stories.
Yeah, the stories are crazy. I mean, it's unfathomable stuff that this guy's telling us.
Whenever we do demonic investigations or darker ones, Connor, you always seem to get attacked.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious about, especially at this place, because people have left here with strong attachments, and so we are taking precautions tonight. We brought some sage with us. We got a new crucifix today. I've been kind of preparing energy-wise, getting in the right headspace for this investigation, because I think this one is really going to be intense.
Me too. I mean, look at it, dude. This is like the creepiest looking house imaginable, isn't it? This is, in my opinion, way scarier than the Conjuring house. This is like real shit.
It's almost crazy when it's a residence
Yeah.
that's haunted.
Figures and increasing the highlight product. It's
Great. So let's focus on that. Nuance Audio is the new invisible hearing solution built into your glasses.
Oh, shoot, baby, shoot, shoot, baby. Let's do that.
To the point where people can't live here. I mean, the family who was living here that was experiencing all this stuff, they didn't just move out of the house down the road. They went all the way to San Francisco Yeah.
Hey, that's where we are, San Francisco, babe.
Face to face.
I think so as
Are
well.
you ready, man?
I am.
We're always talking about where we're at. I don't know what to do about that. They found
I
us.
don't know if I am.
Oh yeah,
Obviously
that's
with exploring with Josh, a really good friend of ours.
that's a cooked noodle.
Connor and I, we decided we wanted to do a blood ritual. So if you don't know what the meaning of a blood ritual is, there's a lot of different components to it. But basically, you're giving some sort of your energy, your life force into this ritual.
Brother,
to
mother wanted to think
really
your
try
brother
to
full up
open
like
up
that.
the gates to see who will come through.
Come get some
It's
fries
almost like
with a
providing
shake
a massive battery for this
booty.
spirit.
Looks at you. You would eat a juicy
I know it's dangerous. You know, a lot of people are going to be commenting on this. So we try to handle this with as much respect as we could. We cleanse everything, we close everything out. This house is already known for its evil activities, so it's not like we brought something in. That's really what people know this place to document is the true evil side of the paranormal. Yeah, as you can see, right when we did the blood ritual, things started to happen.
It feels really weird. It does.
Check this out.
Add it all together.
Okay.
Add it all together.
The zombie stripper.
Hey, where are you stripper?
Add it all together.
Why are these in the back? I didn't even notice those.
That is hilarious. No, it's Rob Zombie.
Is it?
That's good.
Yeah.
Make some garlic bread and it's good to
How did
go.
they give our blood to the tree? Are you all down with that? Like you're okay with that?
That's like another way to put ourselves really in with this place.
You down?
Go grab it.
Look at it. You're okay with that too? What about you, Robert?
Let's do it. I'm gonna get it.
Bring a cleaning wipe. Okay, Connor.
Super groovy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright. Dude!
Simple.
Well, I'm just gonna attack the board.
We cannot
All together.
Now.
Now we gotta wear the Ouija board.
Seriously, we do.
Yep, and that's my simple.
They just popped look at that. They just got
That's how to make my simple chicken Alfredo.
Holy shit! Wait, yo, who's
That's
that?
actually like, bro, look at this.
It, like, dude, it broke off.
It literally broke. I wasn't even touching it or nothing.
Dude, this is the second time your shit broke. The last video it interrupted. Your camera broke. Dude, that one, dude, when you put the blood on there, it looked like what? Something just broke off? Like it was pushed out?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well,
We're getting somewhere. Let's go take the rest of our blood and bring it onto the tree, and now we're embedded in both spots.
So my man's getting ready. He's just getting out of the shower, and then he's gonna come and join me. So I'll be back on tomorrow. But for now, we've got to eat. Thanks for joining in. Ciao.